little health and a little wealth and a lot of love.
Or no, look. So look. Last year I had an HSA that I lost $2,000. Just gone.
FSA or HSA?
Whatever the stupid and algorithms.
You don't lose HSA.
Okay, so it was an FSA. I had $2,000 in FSA that I did not.
So I'm not going to dig you in a hole, but I kind of want to. I have a shovel. Can I help dig?
Go ahead.
All right, so you're paying $260 a month for personal training, and you're doing it for injury.
So this is the issue.
Check this out. Let me finish. If you code it...
I know. I already did. They denied it. And I lost out because it was last month in March or something like that. I think I filed it and they denied it. I might be able to go back. You can really help me with that because I knew that I could get into it in regards to an injury, in regards to that. I can get a clinician, but I can get a clinician to write a prescription for that in regards to diabetes because health is exceptionally important for good monitorization of your metabolic rate or for, diabetes and blood sugars.
And Chase, the thing is with you is you're so smart but you're not paying attention enough.
No, I'm not.
And that's your number one problem. That's it. Not how much how much you're spending is probably number two, but your number one problem is
the reason is I'm not paying attention.
You're not paying attention.
Yeah.
You're 36.
Yeah.
You're approaching
40. In my prime.
You are. This is your high earning wealth years.
Mm-hmm.
You want a family one day?
Yeah.
How can you lead your family in financial literacy if this is not behavior you want to continue on, right?
That is absolutely true. I will say my children will have the benefit of knowing the mistakes that I have made.
And the thing is, you're close proximity to me. I love you like a brother. Like I've known you for 7 years. Yeah, we share a lot of things. Like this is where it's getting personal. Like we're closing out here. I want to say, Chase, thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing this. There's uncomfortable parts of today, but you had to have uncomfortable conversations.
Yeah.
And you have been so transparent and you've been so open. And that's the kind of person he is, guys. He really is. Like, honestly, I really respect that about you. And so with the financial plan I'm putting in place, the number one action I have for you is pay attention.
Yeah.
Every single first of the month, I'll text you. I'll keep you accountable. Like I can't,
Valid.
You guys, I can't do that with every single guest. I do it because he's my friend, but I can't do it with every single guest on the show. When the first of the month comes, you need to look at every single expense, every single thing. It's like, how can I spend less? How can I spend less? And you need to compromise your lifestyle a little bit. And you need
to make it into a game. How can I beat last month's
and you're good
goal?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I spent I spent $2,700 last month. How can I beat that? I spent 23. Cool. Can I beat that? 21, 18. Not using our credit cards.
Exactly. You cut up 2 credit cards tonight. I'm proud of you, Chase. That's not easy.
I'm not married to all of these credit cards. As I was telling you, they were out of convenience. And you know what? In regards to helping your credit score, for your credit score, having a credit limit that you're not using is pretty daggone good to improve your credit score.
And honestly, since we have time, and what I'll do, Chase, I will cut this episode into 2 because nuggets. Let's talk about credit scores. So as we look at your credit score, you have different numbers across the board. Mm-hmm. I'm going to share your credit score because you said that part of being transparency and authentic, which you 100% are. Okay. So one is high 600s, another one's 740.
Yeah, I think the lowest one I have is like 697. Then it's like 705 and then 740.
Right.
Which is
what's
weird.
What's driving that's a fair credit score. What's driving that fair credit score?
I don't know. What do you mean fair? Is fair good?
No.
Okay. Well, great.
Well, it's good. It's great. It's exceptional.
Good is
exceptional, great, good, fair. You're fair.
Okay. But you lost me. But no, in regards to
let me slow down. Like I don't want to rush through these topics, Chase. So there's exceptional.
Okay.
Which is 800. I did a whole podcast episode which is drops. You better watch it.
Nice.
You got to watch the credit score because it will help you boost your credit score, guys. There's exceptional, there's great, there's good, there's fair. You're fair. Mm-hmm. Which means that this sucks. I hate this, but you pay more on your loans than someone like who has exceptional rating. You're gonna pay like a point more, blah,
Yeah.
That's how it works. But the reason why your credit score is fair, as we looked at your credit report tonight, is you have a late payment, but it wasn't your credit card. You want to tell the folks what happened there?
Well, there's a lot. So on that specific one, there's like a USAA credit card late payment that I never had USA credit card.
You have not.
So,
So Chase is a junior.
I'm a junior. There's a negative report on my credit score for a late payment, and
what's that late payment from? Let's just shoot it straight.
I think, from my dad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So a lot of things,
and this has happened before. So there's been like an $11,000,
conversation with your father about things like that. So guys, you got to have boundaries with your family.
That's a good question. How do you have that? Like, the problem is, who do I associate the blame to? Do I blame my father for not paying his bills?
You are a victim of identity theft.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Am I?
Yes, Chase. You are, like, demonstrate to you 100% straight.
So
you are a victim of identity theft, and your father is stealing from you. He's stealing your credit, which is the most valuable thing, in my opinion, as you build wealth.
That's not how I understood it. What I understood is what I was like,
your father opened a credit card. He used your Social Security card, Social Security number. He was late on his payment. Dings your credit report.
Is that what's happening here?
That's what happened. You can't open a credit line or a credit report without having a Social Security number and everything else. Now, I love your dad. This is not a knock against him, but I'm just being 100% real with you because I got to be. And by the way, I hear a lot of stories with my friends about family and finances. Guys, draw boundaries. This is the boundary. Like, there's boundaries, Chase, and then there's boundaries. This is a boundary.
Wait. The USAA thing is an issue that I don't know if that's 100% it. Like, I really don't, because
so help me understand how that picture is for you.
So I did have a USAA account. I had a USAA home account, like with travelers. I had because my grandfather was an Army veteran, and I got to open up a USAA checking account with them. No, it's not. I also had my.
When'd you close it?
Probably 2018, 2017.
2020.
Okay. I don't know what happened with that. I don't understand it, because this is the first I heard about that today. But
the thing is, this is a problem. So guys, like, this is not just Chase. This is a lot of you guys out there listening to this podcast. You got to be in the know with your financials. Having no plan is setting yourself up for failure. And the thing is, you got to watch your credit score like a hawk. You got to watch your expenses like a hawk every single month. Like, Chase is paying, and we didn't even get to this. Chase was paying 2 insurances for his truck. He just didn't know. He didn't review that.
Well, yeah.
But the thing is, let me use me as an example, because I'm not dogging on my guy here. I was paying 3 HBO Max subscriptions. I was paying one for me, one for my wife, and one for Amazon. 3. So it's not just you, it's me too. And that's $60 a month. I love HBO Max. I go to sleep. Game of Thrones is my comfort show. I'll fall asleep to that. I know I'm weird, but that's my thing. But for you, Chase, you have to have your Social Security number to open an account. It checks your information and makes sure that, and it uses your driver's license and all that. Your dad is stealing from you and your credit. That is not good. That's not good. So what I'm saying
so
is,
it's 2020?
Yes, I love Chase. Like, I love your dad. I do. He's a sweet guy. He's always been great to me. But you got to have boundaries there. You got to have boundaries there, and you had 7. So let's go through your credit score report. I had it memorized because it was so shocking to me. That's number 1. That's number 1. But I'm not dogging you.
Yeah.
Late payment was number 1. You had 7 inquiries on your credit report. It stays on your.
Probably when I bought my truck.
No. You did not do 7 credit reports.
So
somebody's doing credit reports on your credit. You didn't do 7 credit reports, Chase, in the past 2 years. There's no way.
Inquiries?
Yeah, it's hardline inquiries. There's no way.
Oh.
You got to get a handle of that. Your utilizations.
Well, I mean, the 2 credit cards, that I did, those are 2 inquiries.
That's true.
And I bought a truck in 2 years. They probably did 4 or 5 different inquiries on them.
It's one time.
They did it one time? Oh, I don't know where the other ones went to. That's fucking bullshit.
You have 4 hardline credit inquiries in the past 2 years.
4?
Yes. When I look at your credit report, that's the number one thing they're dinging you on. And on top of that, your utilization is too high, but we're going to fix that. You know what that is?
That's when I put too much on my credit balances. Yeah.
Exactly. We'll fix that. We'll fix that with the plan I have in place for you.
Solid.
So, but we're not going to glaze over this issue. So what is your response to what I'm telling you? How do you put boundaries in place where your family's not taking advantage of your financial? That's robbing you of your future, your children. You're paying more interest rates. I'm just being honest with you.
Well, I know. And yeah. Well, this is the thing. That being true is an unbelievably, that's too much. That's too much for me to be able to answer. I want to think that there is a mistake because I'd have your dad steal your information in order to open up a credit and then be late on it.
You're a victim of.
Well, this is the other thing too. Is like, well, in my head, I'm analyzing this too. Okay, I get that removed from my credit report. It doesn't repair my credit report. My credit is still fucking low.
You are in a interesting situation because,
and it's not. I mean, look.
You need to have a conversation. Like, this is up to you.
What's the conversation gonna do? Oh, you stole my credit. Like, no, I didn't. Yeah, you did. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I did. And then it gets removed from the credit report. Like, great. Awesome. Nah, like that. This is shit. It's a ass situation. It's just ass piece of information to get.
You have an AARP account back in 2020.
I have an AARP account now. I just opened it up last night.
AARP?
AARP.
For what?
Just, for benefits, travel. AARP is an awesome thing to be a part of.
Is it a credit card? What is it?
No, it's not a credit card. It's a fucking membership. Just, I'm a member of it. I don't pay anything for AARP.
Okay. There's, I'll show you on your credit report. We'll do that off camera. But what I'm trying to tell you is, I'm seeing that
I just did it last night. Like, I became an AARP member last night.
You have a late payment to this organization, and you're saying you do not have a credit line with your organization. When you send me all your assets, I did not see that.
Yeah, I don't.
Someone has an open credit line in this area, had made a late payment. It knocked your credit.
In Charlotte area?
No, not in Charlotte, but someone, Chase DeCarlo, has a credit line that made a late payment back in 2020, a severely late payment, because you can make a late payment, guys, and yes, you can say, sometimes it won't impact your credit that much, but it's something you need to scrub from your account.
Okay.
And you need to do some more investigation.
With a little help and a little wealth and a lot of love, that's the life that we live. Suits and scrubs.